Good evening, everyone. Jason Locke began the day serving amid scandal as the acting director of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
But then, after a wave of calls for him to step aside, the TBI announced this afternoon that he'll be placed on administrative leave. Lieutenant Randy McNally, who's friends with Locke, had told NewsChannel 5 Investigates, "If I were advising him, I would counsel him to resign for the good of his family and the Bureau." House Speaker Beth Harwell was even more direct. She said Locke needs now to step down. Our chief investigative reporter Phil Williams first broke all of the latest developments. Phil.
Well, Vicki, the new TBI director David Roush does not take office until next Monday. Jason Locke appeared to be hanging on to the job of acting director. That is, until prominent lawmakers began questioning what damage might be done to the TBI.
Yeah, we dodged a bullet. I wouldn't want a man like this heading the TBI if these allegations are true.
Senate Chairman Mike Bell says all indications were that acting TBI Director Jason Locke might have been Governor Bill Haslam's first choice to be the next director of the TBI.
I've devoted my career to this agency because I love what it stands for.
In applying for the job, Locke bolstered his longstanding image that even his own wife has characterized as a Dudley Do-Right. But in email sent Friday to the governor, Kim Locke accused the TBI veteran of having an affair with another high-ranking state official at taxpayer expense. Confronted with those allegations, Kim Locke claimed her husband picked up a gun and held it in his hands the whole time we talked. She told the governor, "I'm very afraid that I'm in danger."
His silence is deafening.
The East Tennessee Republican was among the first to call for Locke to let someone else run the Bureau until incoming Director David Roush takes office next week.
Even though I think he's only in office for another 4 or 5 days, I believe he should step aside immediately unless he's going to address these allegations. And
Democrat Mike Stewart agreed.
When you have charges like this leveled at somebody of this seriousness, they have to step aside and turn over their operational duties to their deputy so that the public understands that until this investigation is complete, someone else is going to be running the show.
You can't falter. You can't make ethical mistakes.
Our News Channel 5 investigation had previously raised questions about the hiring of Locke's son Hunter as a TBI special agent. The Bureau passed over veterans with more experience for the job.
what bothered me there was that the TBI and Mr. Locke here ignored what I think was the spirit of the law that the legislature passed, wanting to give veterans preference.
There's a phrase in law enforcement.
After Locke became acting director with authority to hire and fire, he could never explain how that did not violate Tennessee's law against nepotism. And the panel that chose the final nominees to be TBI director never asked about that or any other part of the TBI culture.
I think it is a concern, and I hope with the new director coming in, he will hear that that's a concern and make changes from the top down.
Ironically, if Jason Locke had been appointed as the TBI director and then this had come up, it would have been a much more serious dilemma. Removing him might have required the legislature to come into special session for impeachment proceedings. Bell says he expects that next year lawmakers will take a hard look at how to make the TBI more accountable. Of course, we'll be watching.